100k.
100k for 20 days. That's ignorant, like.
You need to be in trouble. I text him and I says to him, I'll not donate to charity, but whatever you need and stuff like that there, I'll send you money. Don't care what you spend it on. It doesn't need to be for charity. It's just for you because I know things like that cost money. So what do you mean? He says, what's it going to cost me? I says, your energy gels, your all this kind of stuff. For what? Doing it with a hammock and a load of honey.
The man's ignorant.
He's running with honey and a hammock. And I says, well, what about food? He says, depending on the people of Vietnam because they're so kind. I was like, well, hopefully they are.
He'll do it no
No
matter what.
I was chatting to him one weekend and he was planning to go out and do a couple of marathons that weekend. I says, how'd you get on there last weekend? He says, it was a weekend they done 100 kilometres. So I just ran 100 kilometres instead.
What is it? Is it an Ironman? Is that what that is?
No, ultra.
An ultra?
Ultra, anything over 30, I want to say.
Is it?
Anything higher than a marathon, really. So
that's
close to 30.
Ignorant.
But I want to try one.
I remember him showing me videos whenever he did it the first time, the shoes. The rubber burnt right off the shoes. But no bother them, hey. So 20.
Not job.
And you're doing the Belfast one? With loads of training.
I'll have 10 mile on the weekend. It's 5 weeks out.
And what was that, a fibre petrol or diesel? Or?
I used my girl's Tesla, used as electric.
Who's driving the Tesla?
The big man over here.
There's that ignorant. Excuse us. Hey, sorry about that, big man.
On Wednesday marked the...
Here comes the first lie.
That was a fifth run. Fifth run. And that one was only one over 5k.
I might do it with ease. I sound like I'm ready. I sound like I'm good to go here.
Already.
Do you know?
No football?
I'm playing a bit there.
Who are you playing for?
A team on the waterside, BBOB.
The
Boys Brigade.
Here's another lie.
Well, when I can.
Are they in any leagues?
They're in the Northwest League, the intermediate, I think, the evenings.
Where was it you ended up? Boston?
I was in Boston, one stage playing. I was 17.
How'd you get on there?
Delightful. Loved it. Just out there in the sun, a young man, just loving the dream. It was brilliant. So it was.
Best experience out there, what was it?
Probably, we went down and played in a competition in Florida. So we got like a big busload of us, just went down. And it's like called nationals, so there's regionals and nationals in America. Regionals is like the best teams in like competition between the teams in each city, kind of. And then nationals is like the best teams in each city go and play in this big competition then, which would be nationals. So we went and played nationals and we won the competition. And
so you won the big one?
We won the big one, so it was brilliant.
Whatever happened, why'd you stop over?
I was there in a visa, so it was like a 3-month visa. It's just like a tourist visa, kind of vacation, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's 90 days, whatever. So when that runs up, I had to come back. So I did that twice. Do you know what I mean? But the aim was to get a scholarship, but the grades just weren't there. Like,
no,
unfortunately.
From you?
From me.
From you? What subjects were you slipping up on?
I can't mind if it was maths.
English,
or
science. It's grand, they don't talk English over there, do they not talk American?
There was one or two, anyway. That's it. They know what I mean? That was
a whole different language.
So it was grand that way. Like. But no, it was a brilliant experience. It was playful.
Would you ever go back?
I would go
Not
back.
for the football, just for a visit. You meet people over?
Like one of the fellas that I stayed with out there, I would still keep in contact with him here and there, but before COVID he was supposed to come here. So it was then COVID happened.
Is that why you think COVID happened?
Why? Because he was coming.
Because he doesn't want to come over to you?
I think it was.
Do you think he made it all up?
I think he fucking rang the Chinese government and fucking sold him this weird bat that I found in his basement and just said, here. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But
I'm sure you have a lot of opinions on COVID.
A few,
What? Go ahead.
I know for a fact, anyway, it's not true.
Where's your facts? If you know for a fact you have to have facts, go ahead.
Well, at the time I was told there's going to be millions and millions and millions of deaths.
There's something for you to wear while you talk about it.
A Trump fan.
Right, go ahead, Donald. Put
Right,
that
right
on and tell us
there.
now about this.
Hey?
I guess the size.
No, he's were a wee bit big here. It's not that big now.
That's because we thought you were size 9, not 8.
Yeah.
It looks like your man, seeing the Simpsons, the boy with 100 wings, lives in the caravan.
Wally. Groundskeeper Wally.
So where's your facts? We need facts here.
Right, well, let's go back. I don't have facts, right?
I know for
That's
a
just
fact.
right,
Right,
that's just figure
a dairy fact.
Dairy
fact.
That's a dairy fact. But, I mean, at the time, it was just, we need to get vaccinated or we're all going to die. You know what I
Did you
mean?
get vaccinated?
No.
Did you die?
No.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it just seems so far-fetched. Like, I couldn't see why they were shutting gyms and keeping McDonald's open. Do you know what I mean? Like, right. Fair play, like, you know what I mean? If it's
You might have been shouting, but I was growling.
Hey, you know what I mean? But,
It made no sense.
it made no sense to me, just, hey. And, I just can't see how, like, I'm here now, I'm sweet. Did you get the vaccine?
I didn't.
No?
No.
Anybody here? No?
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not anti anything against needles. I'm shit scared of them.
I'm shit scared of them too. But I would, if I thought it would save my life, I would get one.
I would have thought the same.
But
whenever you've seen people are still getting sick and all that kind of stuff, or
like that, the reverse reactions or whatever, adverse reactions. Like there was too many of them. People getting blood clots. People dying with them as well. Do you know what I mean? That's more scary to me than the actual fear that they were putting out there. Like fucking sing happy birthday and wash your hands. Do you know, if it was that bad, you wouldn't be singing happy birthday and wash your hands. Do you know what I mean?
Speed tested too. Speed tested, blasted out.
100%. Do you know, there was a lot of just madness with it that I don't agree with. But
we'll get you running. Start your campaign now, Donald. On the back of your hat, on the back of your campaign. Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Look down the campaign. Look down the camera and run your campaign now.
Let's do it, hey, for the people.
Kill for the
mayor of Ballymac. Ah, fuck. Get me out of here. Sorry. But,
no.
That's my take on that, anyway. So it is. But, what's your take on it?
I have no opinion because nothing happened during it to me. Nothing happened after. Nothing. It's one of the ones that genuinely wouldn't
just
affect
doesn't affect you.
It didn't
in your
affect
life,
me directly.
Same. Like,
if it did, maybe I would have had an opinion, but I don't know.
Like, there was a lot of street bingo. Do you know what I mean? What was that about?
Them numbers were being called rapidly in my street too.
Like, there was street bingo. Street bingo was a thing, and like street parties, DJs, people coming to sing for the street.
I remember hearing it wrong the first time. I was so embarrassed. I thought this is street bingo. Oh, that's rage. When I ran out that street, nobody else was doing it.
I seen you again.
That's when I had the black eyes.
And the beard? Did you have a beard?
Aye, upstairs and downstairs.
No, you were doing a handstand, that's what it was.
We looked like twins when I done the handstand, didn't we?
That's right, so we did. I remember now.
Best part of it. Best part. Just to playing the football.
Just playing the football, hey, in the sun all the time. Like, it was just there for the summers, do you know what I mean? The summer was just always sunny. You might have got fucking a week of bad weather all on, do you know what I mean? But the rest was just sunshine. I love the sun, like. Love the sun. So,
you don't look too
just that whole lifestyle, eh?
You don't look too tan.
I'm not a sunbed
freckles,
man.
You're a freckly man.
Everywhere, hey. If I'm out in the sun, I'll get a wee colour for a year, like.
No.
But that's it.
Where was it you were at before that? Was it Institute? Before you went? How did you get over to Boston? What got you over? Where from? Where'd you come from?
From playing with Northern Ireland junior team, younger team. So from there at the schoolboy level, there was just different scouts always there at them games and stuff.
Do you believe if you had stuck to Northern Ireland, would you have played for Northern Ireland, or did you then eventually?
No, I've never ever played for the first team. Like, it was always junior level.
But if you had kept sticking to there and didn't go off to Boston and stayed with our roots, do you believe you could have made it there?
The way it works with like international is, if you're not playing regular football, for your club team at like a decent level, then an international team wasn't going to want you because you wouldn't be up to
That's what I mean.
standard, basically.
Aye,
You
of
know what I
course.
mean? So at that stage, after I came back from America, I wasn't really playing any first team football for anybody here, and at that time I probably should have been at that age. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
If I wanted to progress on the next, but instead,
You were
no,
waiting for the next trip
I
to
was-
Boston, essentially.
whatever
Aye.
it was or whatever was coming along at that time. Do you know what I mean? But I went to America after I finished my different trials, so I had different trials first before that.
Who'd you all trial for?
So the one just before that would have been Cardiff, I think it was at. And they offered me like a schoolboy contract. So, which basically means you go to school over in Cardiff and they would pay like £100 a week, for example, is what it was. And they would give you £100 a week and you study over there. And then down after a year, they decide whether they want to keep you on or not or sign you as a pro. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way it would have worked there. But
Didn't that scheme all end? Is that what happened? That scheme ended up scrapped?
what?
That schoolboy scheme?
Not
Is that
that I
what
know.
happened
I'm
or
not
not?
too sure. Hey, you could be
No.
right, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Like,
I think there was a
But-
whole big scandal behind that, wasn't there? I'm nearly sure there was.
you could be right, Phil, but I don't know.
But no, you weren't in amongst the scandal. You
I
didn't do
was-
nothing. You didn't.
Dodge a scandal out here.
Keep
what I mean?
clear.
But it's good experience though. See all that, it was good experience. Like it took me everywhere. To be fair, football when I was younger.
I think the first time I seen was it after the Foyle Cup. You were scouted. Was it Rangers? I want to say, or
I
something
was
like
scouted
that,
by
wasn't
Rangers
it?
as well.
I remember Rangers scouting you very young,
Aye.
13
is?
maybe. I'll tell you what, sure. They
Could have been.
announced it at wee Ryan's 13th birthday. Remember?
That wasn't Rangers. That was
Or was that? I knew there was
Bolton.
someone. Bolton was it?
Bolton.
But I remember out there, it was the first time, and you were very young
I
then.
was young then. I was 14, I think. Or maybe
Was that Foyle Cup that came from? I
uh,
want to say.
it might have been now.
I think so. I think your dad was handed the card at the Foyle Cup. I remember your dad chatting.
Something like that. You'd have a better memory of me on it. Anyway, my memory's bad, to be fair. Like,
Oh, I
know.
slightly remember some things.
but I remember him chatting and
Him and
whatever I saying about it then. Like, but that was mad at that age.
It's
You don't
great,
think about it.
But that's
you know
a
what I mean?
hype then, so that's what kind of got you into it then.
That
And
was
hanging
it,
around,
that was
people's
just
looking
me,
at me and
yeah,
being
but-
watched.
No, I wasn't like that. I was just playing. I was just playing for enjoyment. I
You
loved
were
it.
having fun.
Like watching it, I wouldn't even watch football. Still wouldn't watch football. It bores me. Do you know what I mean? I'm a woman's tennis man.
With
know what I
eyes
mean?
closed.
Aye.
Sit back with eyes
All
closed
day.
and watch it.
All
I'm
day.
actually, I'm actually doing something next week
Backhanders.
that's fucking off
Front-handers.
every Liverpool fan that I know. I'm picking the Wednesday Liverpool to watch Liverpool and Everton next Wednesday. Me, Danielle, and the two Waynes and people's.
Not even a t-shirt between you.
everyone.
Nah, not even a
I'd have
Liverpool
a
top
fortune
between
more
you.
than the t-shirt than I was the
Oh,
tickets for
jeez.
that.
Aye.
Nah.
I think it's a waste of
Everyone-
money. I think we're going to get bit. I'm only joking.
So you're a big pull man, are you?
No, I'm
Very
not.
big.
No, do you want to know the manager's name?
No. Who? So do they announce him on the stadium? Should have.
No, it's Rafa Benitez. So next time somebody asks.
I know Michael Owen used to do nets for them.
Aye.
And
That's it.
your man Klopp, he was a captain, wasn't he?
Klopp was the captain,
Aye.
and your man.
Remember clapping for him when I
David
went.
Seaman was the striker. So he was.
Plenty of.
Who?
We Seaman.
Aye.
Plenty
Loads of.
Aye.
Loads of. Loads of.
Here, know what I want to hear about before you even name all the countries and Mexico trips.
Mexico was brilliant.
Mexico.
Mexico was unreal.
What was it you done? It was out with your
So-
dad, wasn't it?
The first
How
time I
was
went
it?
to Mexico was when I was 12, was I? Or 14. It was one of them, not one of them ages anyway. But I got it as a birthday or a Christmas present from my dad. It was me and my two brothers, Patrick and Didi. And so we went out there anyway, and we were over to see my uncle Michael.
Sure.
And
What was it? He was out there again, or who?
Michael got married out there.
Wow.
So he did, and there's a daughter and that out there now. And, but went out to visit him at the time, and Mexico's unreal. The people are just like Derry people. They're
Nuts.
just serious crack, but in Spanish. Do you know what I mean? They have the exact same fucking humour, but Spanish, that's all. But Mexican, Spanish.
Mexican Spanish.
Aye, do you know what I mean?
So they're the exact same. You can't understand the fuckers.
You can't. You don't the water side, you don't understand them. Derry side, you do, but the opposite, do you know what I mean?
No
The
horror
people were
stories, no.
amazing.
Mexico, I
horror
heard
stories.
a few things in Mexico. It's very dodgy and stuff like that. Is there not?
Mexico's supposed to be like the worst place in the world for like fucking child abduction and all that, you know what I mean? And for
Your
pedophiles
dad
as
just
well.
couldn't get ready.
My dad
He
saying,
tried.
"Yeah, they have
He
a
tried.
good
He took
time,"
you
and
back
it just
again after.
made me worse. Do you know what I mean? Made me enjoy it. But
Every time they took you and left you back.
I know. No, the place I was is actually the safest city in Mexico.
What did
Place
you call
called
it?
Merida.
Merida.
And apparently, now this was my uncle was telling me, he was saying that the nightlife there where I was, Merida, is a lot safer than it is here up the town. Like, there's never any violence here. But he was saying it was like stuff they do with the cartel and stuff. It was mad old story, right? So apparently the Mexican cartel is 10, 20 years ago, was it? He was telling me that they were fighting with the government directly. So they had this plan where like they held members of the government hostage. I could be wrong on this, right? So don't quote me on it, but it was something along these lines. And they killed one of
Grandma,
them.
not quote you on it. You're not being recorded or nothing, either.
Right. So what they were doing then was once every week or so, they were killing one of these people that they held hostage anyway. So this was government officials that they were killing, and they were saying that they want this city basically, or do you know what I mean? They're gonna be more deaths just basically. And it was a woman president at the time, Mexico, so she kind of negotiated with them and just said, right, you can have Merida kind of thing, but let us do your job basically. So apparently the cartel then all moved to Merida. So the police, but they're obviously in control of the police and everything else. So in every corner there's police cars, and apparently that's where the cartel lives. Do you know what I mean? But
right.
So it's safe.
Safest
they're
places
all
up
living
there.
there.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
They don't want crime there because they don't want the police there. Essentially, between you and Deb last time is there's been a lot of gangster chat and stuff like that there. So let's hope we're not being hounded down by either one of them. Cartels there and the cartel in Bali too, wasn't it?
I doubt they'll be tuning in.
Mafia in Bali. No.
I don't know, but you never know. You never know. It's right.
You have a bun that the cartel would die for.
Exactly, you're
you
right.
Show us the bun.
You're right.
Show us the bun.
There's no cream on it.
Look at that.
There's no cream on it yet.
There was last night.
But shit. But anyway, there was. No, there was. Maybe. I don't know. But the cartel. I don't know.
And do you mean any other cartel?
What do you think? Yeah, I don't know. What's your take on it?
On the cartel?
I
don't know. Was it?
Are you a big cartel man?
Not really. I wouldn't sign up tomorrow, but if they came around with a pamphlet, I'd listen to them. You know yourself. Sinn Féin comes or cartel comes, it's the same thing. You're going to let them on and talk to them, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't. I'd shut the door just.
On Sinn Féin. Hey, they're misunderstood on the vigils, aren't they?
They're nice people. Don't get me wrong, but no.
But they're obviously keeping that place safe.
Aye. That's it. Well, keeping themselves safe and that's it, safe.
Why would your uncle move there? Did he meet the woman before he went there?
He met. That's where she was living. Do you know what I mean? So. Women.
Women. Oh, women. They get you in the all kind of cartel handlers.
Trigger moment. Women.
Trigger moment, Paddy. Women.
That's it.
So where was all our places you visited? Out of all them, or where?
I've been to a lot of places. Jamaica, Mexico, Africa.
It's all those strange places too, isn't it? It's not. You didn't just go to Spain.
Been there too. Been to Barcelona. Do you know what I mean? I've been to Portugal. I've been
Jamaica. What's Jamaica like?
Jamaica
would you not laugh at all their accents?
No, I think the Jamaican accent's cool.
Oh, it's class, but you have to laugh at it still.
You don't know the Jamaican accent.
Can you do it?
I don't really know it. No, go on.
Go, Bob.
No, honestly.
Mr. Marley, come on.
I did. Do you know what? I actually did smoke a wee joint out there too.
Just a wee one.
Right. It was a wee one, right? So I was smoking grass at this stage when I went to Jamaica.
You made a mistake in telling people over there that you smoked grass.
No, they grow it on their front porch over there. They don't care. Do you know
No,
what
but I mean, you made the mistake because here it's not proper stuff compared to there. I would say there's just pure.
I think it's all shake down, to be honest
Is
with you. It leaves you paranoid in the long run.
No, it doesn't.
You talking about me?
I stick the edibles.
But no, I wouldn't even. They had to slap in 2 hours down the line and you're going.
No.
But it was my dad actually rolled me one out there. If you're watching.
Thanks, Daddy. Were you 14 when you were out there too?
12. I was 12 when I was out there. No, I'm not too. Was I?
High story. Where's your high story? Go ahead.
My high one.
Your Jamaica high story, man.
My Jamaica high story was so his friend out there. He had a friend from Derry that moved out there, and he went out to visit him basically. But we all came with him, and it was our holiday, so we went there for a week. But out in his friend's backyard, and he was growing his own dope. Now I was smoking already at this stage for 2 years, but my dad didn't know. And he said, "Do you want a wee one?" And I said, "Aye, all right then." He said, "All right, but I'm rolling it, so no bother." So I smoked it, and it was grand. He said, "What do you think?" I said, "Aye, it's good." And then I just told him, "Man, hey, been at it the last 2 years. I've been at it the last 2 years. I can't. Do you know what I mean? I'm all right. These blast away, like so. That was that type, but." Jamaica was class, right? There was this wee place up in the mountains. We actually went to Bob Marley's house where he grew up and stuff. Which was
Your dad
really
was
cool.
always obsessed with Bob Marley, wasn't he?
I loves Bob Marley. Bob Marley tattoo and all that, you know. And there was this wee place at the side of the road. It wasn't even a wee place. It was a tiny shed, wee wooden shed. So we just pulled down there, right? And there's like 2 wee stools. And you just, literally 1 optic or 2 optic tanks just sitting there. A couple of cans, and that's a wee bar just at the side of the road. And so
you just pay to get on, that's all inclusive.
You don't. No, it's buy one get one free. But just things like that. It's just, do you know what I mean? You don't get that here, like.
Is it like a friendly gesture for people to come in, kind of thing, or what is it? Is it an actual bar you have to pay for drink on it?
You have to pay for your drink on there. It's probably just somebody's lovely.
Honesty box or some boy stand there with a hand out for the pint.
Could be an honesty box. I can't remember, but I know that it was just there at the side of the road. I can just picture the wee tiny shed, like nothing there table.
Bob Marley's house. What was that like?
That was class. That's just like a big tourist attraction.
Was that like his house when he became famous, or the house he grew up on?
The house that he grew up on. The house, like, do you know that song when the one bedroom he mentions?
No, sing it. The mic's not over there. It's picking up everything.
But no, it's the one.
Want me to do the back end for you when you do it?
Give me a bit of drum.
Yeah, man. Go do the accent, like go.
I can't do the accent. I can't even picture it in my head. I can't. If I could, I would.
Was his house massive when he?
His house was tiny. It was just like a wee room here. But one part, it's like a big box, but just like a few doors and a couple of wee rooms on it. Do you know what I mean? And but he has a song anyway about his 1 bedroom or whatever, and we were in that 1 bedroom. Is what I'm trying to get at, but. That's it.
Did you do anything in the bedroom? Was there anything in the bedroom? Was there a bed in the bedroom?
No.
Did he lie in the bed in the bedroom?
I don't know. I just remember a big Rasta fella taking us round, and then outside the bedroom, there's like this wee rock, and everybody just sits there and smokes a big joint. He just sparks up, smokes away, and tells you a story about Bob's life. Do you know what I mean? But
what a life! I think he's living the best life. Bob wasn't living it. He was.
Oh, for
definite. Just talking about him.
For definite, he's buzzing off it, like. I think you get them on YouTube and all too. He's funny, like.
What do you call it, man?
Bushy one string.
What?
Bushy one string.
Must look that up. Where's that in Pornhub?
No, YouTube. Bushy one string.
Bushy one string.
Aye.
Is it his actual name, or you wind us out?
No, just get on. When you get the chance, just get on.
I'll be back in 5 minutes to go to the toilet.
You fact check there.
Fact check. No, not yet. Not yet. I made that part up. I wanted a delayed joke, just when I'm away, you fucking Google.
Don't you worry, it can be added on the screen.
That's right. Right, it's not actually bushy one.
Chicken
in the corn, that's it.
Bushy one string then.
Bushy one string.
Bushy one string.
He's big. Bushy one string's big. But it's actually not bushy one string. He just reminds me of bushy one string with a bit long hair. Do you know what I mean? But
and do you listen to much Bushy?
I did listen to Bushy here and there, like sure did. But just that one song, Chicken in the Corn.
Sounds like something you would call your toilet light. The wee Bushy one string, they switch that on.
No, it's called Chicken in the Corn. I don't know why. But aye, Jamaica's, it's mad, hey. Jamaica's mad.
It's mad about it.
I don't know. See, as a white man in Jamaica, I don't feel safe.
Right?
Right, and this is weird. I'm not racist. They're far
Are
from
they?
it. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe it was just the one person that I experienced there was. Do you know what I mean?
Bye.
But I felt there was a bit there, to be honest. Like. I remember walking around the wee market just outside the place we were staying, and there was this fella, and I just noticed him. Everywhere I was going, he seemed to be like coming behind me. Do you know what I mean? And they do have a lot of people fucking trying to sell you whatever on the street, do you know what I mean? And they're pushy. But it's the first time I felt unease. And I remember them shouting white chicken. Do you know what I mean? So.
I think he was trying to call you a cock.
Could could have been. It might have been a cock he was shouting at, but white chicken's close enough. Fair enough. Maybe it wasn't racist at all. I take that back. But
you are, buddy.
White chicken.
You are, buddy, a white cock in fairness.
Well, that's true.
Cock a little thing.
But I wouldn't go back in a hurry. Not to Jamaica. No.
But you went a few times, I think.
No.
Was it not? No, just
once.
in Mexico.
I was in Mexico twice, Jamaica once. Was in India, and Africa.
India, is it actually a smelly place to go to? Like
It
streets and stuff I hear.
There's a lot of rough. There's a lot of rough. I've seen some bad sides, rough place, you know what I mean? Which is lousy. A lot of it's
Is it like third world rough, you mean? Or like, is it right?
I've seen people living literally plastic bags over there as roofs. Do you know what I mean? It's
food kind of thing. What's that like out there?
I've been to the slums area. It's
Are
really
you a
bad.
picky eater? Do I remember you being a picky eater? No.
I wouldn't eat fades much, but I started to dabble with.
Right.
But
That's.
not on there, no. But I did start to dabble with a fades.
What are we chatting? Wet lettuce.
Bit of wet lettuce, wee bit of rocket. a wee bit of rocket.
Yeah,
Just
the whole cabbage on there.
a bit of cabbage. What?
A bit of corn.
Chicken in the corn, hey?
Weirdest thing yet when you travelled? What was it?
The weirdest thing when I
Weirdest
travelled?
thing? No scorpions, no frogs, no things.
See, no.
Anything weird?
I didn't even travel. I went up a key and I had oyster, and that made me sick. Like,
Oyster.
do you ever try oyster? No.
No.
Don't be high. Whoa! This isn't my story, but this is Philip. I just stick to what I like. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go
But
somewhere
then the
else.
likes of India, can you get something you like in India?
In India, what do we get in India? It was like just curry, rice mostly, rice, and do you know what I mean? I don't mind rice and stuff, do you know, dry and whatever. But
Was it? Did they call it an Indian curry over there, or was it just called a curry?
a curry,
Right.
just a curry.
Asking for a friend.
It's like what does a Japanese man call a japsai? An AI. Do you know? So oyster's the worst thing I had. Apparently it's like a delicacy, you know. It's not for me. It's not for me.
Just looks rough.
It is.
Yeah.
It's wrong. Like
It wasn't an old romantic gesture. No, the wee arms round and eating oysters.
it's nothing pretty like that. Hey, it was just.
Is that
Do you
not
want to
made
try oyster with me? I don't think I'll like it. I dare you, to. Okay. Do you know what I mean?
And is it for everyone?
And
Is it a place you have to go once?
I would love to go back down there. So would. I loved it. We were at a wee orphanage out there. The Waynes were class. Went to go down the, what do you call it on it? What do you call that river? Goes through on the River Nile, no? Nile, or is it? So, and the Ganges River.
I thought Nile
The
sounded
Ganges
like
River as
Yankee.
well. It probably. Man, I know about Nile sounds like Ganges. But you could go down that in a wee dinky and all, things like that, down the rapids and stuff, things like that were good memories. And then the people there were very nice too. And the wee orphan kids were lovely too, so. And the place as well, it does stink, it is musky. And there's a lot of smog.
So,
Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, if you can...
so if you thought them orphans were nice, why do you think they are orphans now?
Why do you think they're orphans?
No, but I mean, is there like a high death rate or something? Or just say see you later?
I don't know, honestly, I don't. Probably just life circumstances. I think there's such high population over there. Probably just somebody that couldn't look after
What
themselves.
was it
never
in
mind
Mexico
away.
when you were out there? What was it? You bolt you were out with your dad balding some, wasn't it?
Where?
Was it Mexico? No.
You
where
love
was it?
Mexico, man.
I don't know. Anyone that goes in a
That's
long
just
airplane, they're either in
that's just
America or
about talking
Mexico.
guapo.
Right.
Where have I ever seen one?
And they went to America or Mexico if their flight's over 4 hours. Anything under 4 hours, they went to Spain. Spain, Mexico, America. That's all.
Big.
No.
El Papi.
El Popeyes. No, but where was it? He's done. Your dad.
We went
Bob?
to Africa.
Africa.
Kenya, Nairobi.
What was it? You bald?
A skull.
Skulls, no.
My dad built a skull out there and made me a patty.
That's class.
It's brilliant.
The
Waynes out there were class too.
You seem to love the Waynes. Were they orphans too? Yeah. Do you hang around orphanages everywhere you go? Just travel the world's orphanages. But anyway,
sick and wrong. It's inappropriate.
So
But it's
how's the
great.
Waynes out there?
They're class. Like they have fuck all, but they're happy. Do you know what I mean? And
That's how you become happy.
that is really, like, do you know what I mean? We take so much for granted here, and we're just fucking zero problems here. Like, do you know what I mean?
Did you help in the building of the school?
No, painting. The skull was more or less built now by the time I got out there. My dad was out before it. So we
He
were
was
doing
back and
just
forth
painting.
for a long time too, wasn't he? He kept.
He's been doing it 2 years, and he's been doing it in different places. Do you know
I
what I
think
mean?
he's been running people out and stuff. He was taking ones out with
He's
him and
taking
stuff.
ones out with him as well. I had to help as
offered
well.
me out too before, but
Did he?
there was something that stopped me going. Well, the
Why
orphanage.
you just?
The lie has.
That ain't a lie.
I can't remember what lie I told him at the time.
It was just a lie. You don't need to say it was
But he
somebody
says,
was
what-
pregnant.
You-
Daniel, sorry, but you know what I mean?
I'm hitting Kelly from
No, bad.
Kjell says he went out to help the
Ah,
pint
jeez.
from Kjell's colourblind.
I was just handed a brush and water and thought it was paint. I was just looking along. I was just wetting walls. But good experience, hey.
What was the Wayne's like again?
The Waynes were nice.
Class. So
Fine. I don't want this part. Just cut to him what's the Waynes like flat out. Do you know what I mean? They're just happy with nothing, as I say. Hey. Just you hand them a ball and they're just that's. Do you know what I mean? They be out all day loving it, and then they don't have much phones or electronics out there either, so you're just seeing actual Waynes for what they are compared to here now. Do you know what I mean? Like this side of the world, it's just phones everywhere, and you can't even get a conversation with your Wayne. Or if you take the face off them, or just roaring at you. Out there, they're all happy, just running about in their bare feet. Do you know what I mean?
Everyone needs to take their Waynes out there, do something
100%.
with them, send them out for a couple of weeks and get peace.
Definitely, yeah. Peace of exactly. That's what it's all about, the peaceful life.
What's a Wayne's like here in Derry?
Did I see you at the primary school the other day? When I was driving past, we stand under a tree,
Here.
and it wasn't even raining.
Doesn't need to be doesn't need to be raining to stand under a tree.
I know.
What? What's wrong with that? What?
I'm just stating what I observed.
Just saying.
That's
Doesn't
all.
need to be raining. I can be wearing my hat.
That's all I'm saying. That's, you know.
What school is it?
Well, I hardly stand outside my own Wayne school.
No, to be honest, but there is a lot of madness going on with these fucking boys outside schools at the minute.
Is there?
What was there actually is. I don't know if you're fucking looking at Facebook fully recently, but there's a lot of shit going on.
Is there actually?
There's busloads of fucking people from different countries getting dragged on the country, like.
You're getting dragged on?
Well, not dragged on. They're getting brought in and given free housing and free money, and they're just after your wains, basically.
You're getting paid to take Wayne's?
Nah.
Was that why you went to different countries?
That's why I went.
You getting paid to go to these different countries?
No, hey, there actually is, but I don't know if you know it. Like, well, obviously you must have heard something.
The only thing I heard
otherwise you're on
recently,
a rock, like.
the only thing I heard recently was schools.
Do you know?
Schools closing under threats or something.
There was threats wrong to a few schools, saying that they're going to attack and fucking go after the Waynes, just basically. Yeah. You know, it is serious.
The world's away mad.
It's scary, hey, especially when you have Waynes yourself. It's, you know what I mean?
So the school was named after your paddy. Is that what he says?
I can't remember if it's named after him.
Or on his honour, just.
So
probably plaques on it or
I
something
think there
like
actually
that.
is a plaque on it. It does actually. It's
I'll
named,
tell you what, it was
Patrick.
only recently I was on Key West and that plaque's down of him, it was on there, remember? It was up there for some years, so it was in fairness.
What's down now, is it?
I only recently was on there doing a Just Eat delivery or something that kind of popped the head up. But I think I was on there maybe a year or so ago and still seen it there. It was a picture drew by one of his friends, wasn't it?
That's right. That plaque's been there a long time. It's been what? 10 years or 12? 10 years or something like that.
It's mad, isn't it? That's another man, he was just willing to move up and off and
he was a doer, man. He just fucking.
He's nuts.
Anything was going, he was away. He had his own radio show as well, didn't he?
No way.
That was
what did they call themselves? Him and Trash, what did they call themselves?
Piper and Tobar.
Piper and Tobar.
They used to do a Thursday night, and they used to just fire out tunes and slag people. So
we used to sit and text on budget car park, kid. Our pits and my cars.
Me and my mate used to fly about in his car.
So
we used to get a wee shout out.
Piper and
Tobar.
Where them names ever came from, I don't want to know.
I do.
No, you only hang out, and then you hear
well, I suppose.
Which one was Piper and which one was Tobar?
I'm not even sure. I never ever asked.
Were they?
I never ever asked, you know.
Were they ever sure?
I don't know, Wheeler.
It was just the name of the show.
I think that was an old abandoned
it was
station.
at Maiden City Radio when it was a pirate station, but now it's actually a legal station, believe it or not.
That's it, right? Is it still going?
I don't think it's called Maiden City, but
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
It was called Maiden City. Maybe it's not.
I remember it being Maiden City.
But I do remember it was a pirate station, and then it transferred over to a normal one.
It's just a wee bungalow. I remember Paddy telling me a story of how he actually got on there. He saw me and Trash were just driving around, and he heard about it, so they just went and knocked on the door. Said, hey, any chance we can get a show? The boys said, come on in, I'll test these out. So they just started talking on the mic. Your mum was, these are perfect. And that was it. These are
perfect. I need another break on a Thursday.
Do you know what I mean? So they
but I know it was the same as that River Radio now.
Because I'm seeing a lot of that now about as well.
It's turning massive. That's your woman in the mornings, what do you call her? She's
Victoria something. Because I do see hers as well, Victoria Cooper.
She's there in the morning.
I've seen hers too, she's covering everything at the minute.
She's taking no shit. That's exactly what you need in this time.
Because she's just saying what's there.
But it's all. She's just calling.
Stephen Nolan?
No, she's a.
This boy's just awake. Stephen Nolan.
Stephen Nolan.
He's just
Listen,
working. Give that man a follow.
So cared about the
Stephen
breakup.
Nolan.
It was half an hour ago.
No
You
way.
recovered since that.
Fucking
That's he
Stephen
stopped
Nolan.
crying, you lazy fucker. Now you're bringing it up again.
Jesus.
Sorry, Stephen Nolan.
Would you like a list or?
Thomas Mann,
No, I don't. I don't know. I enjoy it, but it's just I don't know. That's
Stephen
just
Nolan
shit
done a
stirring.
documentary on our
That's
my
right.
brother.
Didi. That's
True
right.
where,
Your Didi when he.
when he developed Tourette's, Stephen
Aye.
Nolan was there. He fucking did a documentary.
I think Brook
was good
Park
too.
direction and stuff. I actually do remember watching it
Park
too.
and stuff, and then down the Guildhall and all that. It was good too. It was a good watch.
Where's he now? Boston.
Did he? No,
Is he?
he's out in Brighton. Hey.
Brighton. Or as I said, you were in
Brighton.
Boston.
It's in Boston.
Well, it's America. It's America and Mexico.
Close
It's-
enough. You know what I mean?
Brighton.
But,
He's there sometime now.
He's out in Brighton years since he left school.
And see if you were
Or not
flying
long
the
after.
Brighton, the curvature of the air, would that take you or would it
I thought it was like pear shaped.
pair?
No, they say it's pear. They say it's pear shaped, didn't they?
What do you mean?
What?
Pear shift?
Aye.
Not if you look at a globe.
They say it's like a oblate spheroid,
That's a gold.
What?
like pear shaped.
That's a gold drawn.
That's what they say.
Who say?
Your man Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's what he says.
So it's pear shaped.
Aye.
What part of the pear were you?
I don't know.
The core? We're in the
The,
core.
where the core?
Teeth.
The tit? Where the tit? We're at the end of the core.
Where about you from away?
We're just there somewhere. Like. I don't believe that it's a big ball. And you know what? Like.
I know that's what I was
I
getting.
know,
That's
but
what I was
But
You believe it's a
apparently-
pear?
No, that's what your man Neil deGrasse
But if
Tyson
you had
says.
two of the big
And
balls,
he
it
is
would
like
be
big-
would it be a
big
square
scientist,
pear?
So
Would it?
I'm just saying what he's saying.
If there
so
was
you
two
find
big
that
dome
funny.
balls, would it be a square pear?
A square pear? It probably would be.
They were just big, round, and
Flat
sitting
pear.
there.
Eh?
It's a flat pair.
A big dangly pear. If they were just hanging down. Quite that long.
So it's more like a plum.
Aye, it's more like a
More
big
like a
set of
plum.
plums. A set of plums. Dangling. But no. I don't believe what we're told about it, am I?
What do you
Is
believe?
the plants lay around or are they pears as well?
I've never been there.
What?
I've never been.
What was that?
You tell me when you get there.
Right.
Uh,
I know a man that has a thought that the planets are different islands just along the earth, and the earth is actually flat. Like, how do you explain it to me? I don't have a fucking clue, eh?
You think they're looking flatter?
I don't have a clue.
does
no.
he?
I
Does
would
he?
just
But
say,
he?
or
He
who,
obviously.
man.
So he
Steve?
probably believes this.
Aye. He believes it's actually flat, but he says
Does he believe that's our Earth? And then like there's another Earth over here, and another.
he
bit of land,
reckons
just
all the
basically.
planets are named after different kind of islands. It's further out than what we are allowed to go, essentially, you know. And he starts chatting to me about this one day, and I don't know. See, when you say to someone, I don't know much about that, and they decide to try and tell you about it, and you have to kind of say, I don't know much about it because I don't
remember-
fucking want to.
I remember being down deep in the rabbit hole. I think you were coming on the shop to me at the time, and I was on the rabbit hole with it all, like, and I was deep under it. I mean, hours a day, just sitting, going, "What is going on? What am I on?" kind of thing. Do you know
What
what I
were
mean?
you on?
Not what am I on in that sense, but
What
am
are
I
you
living
standing on?
What's underneath us? What's above us? Do you know what I mean? That's what we're being told. True.
Would it make you happy to hear the real answer?
Aye.
Would
Just to know.
would it matter? I mean, or would it just
Of course
be
it would matter because it's the first thing that we're told. Like, the first thing we learn in school is what we're on. You see the big ball and 1, 2, 3s. Do you know what's... So if that's wrong, then that's just... That's a lie. That's the first lie. Do you know what I mean? And that would just break down your whole reality of what you're... Everything else. So it does matter, definitely.
What would be the point of lying about that if there was ever going to be a lie?
Control, maybe. They make you think that there's not more out there. Do you know what I mean? Or they make you think that, like, if you're, say for example, you're a rat and you're put on a cage, what does a rat do?
Down the ways, isn't it?
But what does it do first?
Run round.
Looks for a way out. They see
Uh-huh.
what it's on, see where it is. So when it can't get that, it digs. Do you know what I mean? So
So you reckon the answer's digging?
no,
Couple of
fuck.
shovels.
A couple of shovels.
Couple of
just
shovels.
no, I just think we're controlled, definitely. Like, you can't leave here unless you have a passport.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? You can't fucking...
You need
can't
visas
own-
for another country and stuff like that.
You need to be a fucking millionaire to own a plane. Do you know what I mean? You have to have a license and to fly one, which is another... You need to be rich, basically, to
Yeah.
even fucking get on that level before you can even go and explore yourself. Like, name an explorer today.
Alright, no fair.
Do you know, we grew
I
up hearing
couldn't
about
even name
explorers.
me one in the past.
Well, exactly, you know what I mean? There's...
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast,
Mr.
that's a
Beast.
YouTube guy, do you know what I mean? Mr. Beast. So,
Elon
so
Musk,
that's my answer.
Elon
That's
Musk, I
where I look
suppose
at
he's
it. I just-
exploring
I
likes
just
of
don't
the
believe it.
universe and all that kind of stuff, is he not?
I know he's fucking sending up rockets to the sky, apparently. Yeah.
I took the people down from the space station, didn't he? Wasn't that him?
Honestly, I don't know.
No, I believe it was. I think he had like a rescue mission from SpaceX to go and lift ones off some space station that they were stuck there for so many months longer or weeks longer than they should have been there.
Honestly, I wouldn't even believe it, hey, and I haven't even looked into it. But
Oh, really?
just that.
So you believe there's nothing up there? So you
I
tell me.
believe what I can see up there.
Well, if you can see the moon, then the
100%.
moon landing happened.
Well, I can see the moon now, so I believe the moon's there. I heard a recording of the fucking people on the moon chatting to the US president, but I can't get signal on the bywash, so I don't believe that phone call happened. Do you know what I mean? Look, there's a lot of... Like,
I know a man, and that's what I know a man. That's what he always says. I can't get signal on Tomb, so there was no man in the moon.
does he actually? Well, there you are.
100%.
Do you
That's
know
what he
I mean?
says. That's
So that's the
that's-
same kind of thing. So I'm not saying I know what it is or I have a certain idea
no,
of what
nobody's
we are.
asking
Do you know what I mean?
explain this, but what
Because I
you're
don't.
thinking on something is
I'll
thinking.
question it. It doesn't sit right with me. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's probably
just
my
doesn't-
biggest problem. I never question things. You know, with a moon landing, I believe it can happen, but it didn't happen. Will be the thing, and as you say, it could be the logic of it's there and you can see it. So why can you not land it?
it's a thing, you
But,
know.
That's why they like.
But
dunno.
maybe the moon's just like a fucking rainbow. It's just something that you can see it, you can never get there.
Well, I don't know. That's,
I don't know. I'm just
Is there
putting that out
rainbows?
there. I don't
can you
know.
not? Can you not get the
Apparently, you'll get a bag of Skittles anyway if you do.
rainbow?
Or a pot of gold.
That pot of gold
That
barely
pot of
fucking
gold,
disappeared
took
when
off.
Skittles took over.
I know
didn't
why,
it?
but it took off for a good one. I think even pot of gold was full with Skittles at one stage. But
Like gold coins or was the chocolate ones?
I don't know. I think it's interesting, that stuff anyway.
I love all
Flat
that
Earth
kind of
one
stuff.
It is interesting to me. Like,
I love it and I love listening to it, but I don't see how it would affect me if I heard any different.
well,
And that's, I know what you're saying when you say thinking back to being light day and all that kind of stuff.
that's
but
the
I
thing.
just-
Well, it's just where it's coming from. It's just coming from the government that's in control of the world at the minute. Do you know? Are they there for us?
no,
Or
they're
are they there
definitely.
to control us?
Don't believe there's nothing there
you know?
for you, but
I believe
at the
it.
same time, I just believe you live your own life, and
100%.
I'm on my bubble.
Aye, that's it.
Cool.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the COVID bubble. 100%. It is
Aye.
like, do you know what I mean? But
Know what that reminded me of? Back when you had the 02 friends and you were allowed to have 10 friends that you could ring for free in 02. Alright,
they don't even let you borrow a pound no more either.
what?
Can't borrow a pound over
Never
there too.
borrow a pound.
Eh?
Never borrow a pound.
Remember
They
borrowing a
they
pound?
wouldn't let Miguel borrow it because he never ever paid a pound.
Used to get a new
Borrowed a
phone without
pound,
him paying
yeah.
back.
Yeah, 400 some yards.
Eh?
Did you pay the previous pound?
You'd have to once you get the top up, hey. Eventually down the line, like when a wee pound runs out, you need to go and get a top up. But you'd stretch it. You'd say,
But you always had to get a £20 top up because it took a
Oh.
125 off you and
I
the
know,
bolt
man.
on was £15 and oh
They were always
jeez, it was-
gassy like
oh
them.
they knew how to get me.
But I'd say there was a good few pounds took off before everybody switched to EE.
I'm sure my poor Miguel
Wherever
has
they
400 some yards banned.
That
No,
man's
it's-
got a Tesla. You know what I mean?
Oh.
What do you think of the Elon Musk thing? You're sitting driving one of his wagons.
Hat there, you're sitting beside.
That's it. Where did these get this hat, by the way?
There
Where?
was a man here in
Pat,
America
you a-
not that long
Are you
ago.
a big? You're a big Trumper. I'll be honest, I'm on the fence with Trump.
I like Trump.
I like him. And
Not,
I,
here,
I'm not-
obviously, there's some far out things he does, but I just like the fact there's not many politicians says I'm going to do this and do it.
Aye.
Doesn't matter if the thing that he does isn't what I would do myself.
You
It's
like
a bit
just
far
how
out.
really is
But I
and
mean,
how honest he is,
there's
eh?
you hear a lot here. This is going to happen. That's going to happen, and after you vote for whoever, do whatever, none ever emerges from any of it. Where he's saying, "Oh, this is going to happen." Like it took Trump to get the plastic straws back in America.
They're not
And,
even back yet, fella.
They're not back here. They won't be back here. Sure, it's America, but no, America, they're back.
They're not.
Are they not?
No.
It's just a conspiracy.
Sorry to break it, eh?
This is a conspiracy.
Fella.
Did he not say anything about?
I don't know, man. Hey.
No, I know it takes time. I get rid of
You
the
don't.
fucking paper
It
ones,
takes times, right?
but you're not going to get.
That's right.
You're not going to
You
get
can't just
arrested
go,
now for running around with a
no
plastic
more-
straw in
know what
America.
I mean?
But
No more paper straws, then that's them done. Know
it's
what I
not
mean?
even that there. It's the fact that I know nobody wanted to step in this war that's happening over there,
Yeah.
and he's even trying to stop all this kind of.
Well, what war?
What
What war?
Oh, our fault.
is there not what happening somewhere now?
Fella, you must know something about what's going on out there.
I really don't.
You need to get out
I
of
need
it.
to know,
You
eh?
need to even just poke your head out of the
Aye.
bubble now
Pop
and
out
then.
the curtain.
Be aware of what's going on and poke your head back on.
Tell me, I'm here to be educated. Educate me
You said there was a war.
of the world. That's
Elaborate.
aye.
Well,
I'm
how
nearly sure it's either Mexico or America.
No, well, what happened
Kinda.
was COVID went away because there was a war in Ukraine. One day, the news was flooding us with fucking COVID. A day later, Ukraine war. Everybody changed their profile photos to Ukraine. And then, COVID, bye-bye. That was it.
So you think that was a ploy to make COVID disappear?
Aye, do you know what I mean? So, and then Trump's over there now chatting about it. And so, I honestly don't know. I'm on the fence with Trump. Like, I don't know. I think it's funny.
I
For
think it's
definite, he's a
fucking
character,
hilarious.
I think he's a character. He's funny. I don't know whether he's good or whether he's bad.
He's running it like a business.
Aye.
So he's making the country profitable. So what was it he implemented today? Any car that's coming out or coming into America from out of America is a 25% tariff now on it.
Aye.
So it's obviously going to make people buy American cars, which is going to keep things in America. And he says it's only an American car if every part of it's built in America, or 90% or so much of a percent is built in America. So it's
Aye.
going to help the economy. So he's running it like a business, not like he's a president. Which in that sense is probably good because you need someone like that, and they do that every so many years or whatever. They take that lead of it. But as a president, no, they should have just made him a financial advisor or something like that.
I just don't like the fact that he's
Orange.
orange.
You know, like orange these
No, I
days.
don't mind that he's orange. Like, that's his own. You know what I mean? But I don't like the fact that
We've all snorted the what do you call that? Fucking
What?
the fucking
the green pill.
what do you call that thing? That people don't go to sunbeds no more. They fucking spray the nasal spray now.
Carrot juice.
Just he's on that.
He's on the
definitely.
carrot juice. I'm telling you. He's
Definitely.
He's drinking
If
carrot
there's
juice.
ever a man needs to go to Turkey for the hair,
It's
it's strong. But I think they need someone in there. They look at their finances every now and then. It shouldn't be a president. So what did they say? America never ever passed an audit in X amount of years or whatever. So that's his aim. His aim to try and make America not even great again, profitable again. Which fair enough. Fits your country, I suppose.
I think it just should stay out of other people's business. Just,
You should.
do you know what I mean?
I heard him in the White House the last day talking
Like, I
about
don't
weekend in
think-
Derry.
Aye.
So then I was like, fucking Chica Hammy doesn't
But
even
sure,
know.
you have Conor McGregor over there the other day on the White House and Paddy's Day chatting about fucking what Ireland people need. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And he has a point in what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying, but what's that about? Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Aye.
We're getting it up at T-Fall this week. Best chicken box in Derry we need to hear.
Best chicken box in there.
Best chicken box. Wait, we'll tell you the two that we
I'll
have.
be honest with you, right? I
Right.
did see that clip,
Right.
and that's the clip that I seen. The chicken
Ribbons?
box clip.
Ribbons.
I heard about that, and you were fuming. You
Haven't
were
you?
like a Chinese, for a
Chinese.
hang.
Why
I've seen
why
it,
would you
were
go on the
full of it.
Chinese? Why would you go on?
But
Could
you're right, you have a
go on the
point.
Chinese and ask for anything but curry or anything satay maybe, gravy maybe, but
People actually get chicken boxes with curry over them
I do.
as well.
I get a And bars takeaway now is the best to get it. Is
Yeah.
if you get a nugget special with curry and taco
Aye.
and cheese,
Nice.
unreal.
Aye.
Has to
I
be
used to-
beachwood. Has
I
to
used
be
to be
beachwood.
just a Brady's man. I used to, hey.
For chicken box.
For a chicken box, I haven't had a chicken box. I do like, and this is the same as a Chinese one, though, it's a pizza place. I did like a Palo's.
Palos
pizza.
chicken box, I heard that a lot
I
there.
did like
I
a
heard
Palo's
Palos a
chicken
lot.
box with a bit of pepperoni.
Someone
on it.
says they like Palos because there's coleslaw on it.
I don't
And
even
someone
like
says
coleslaw,
they like Mats.
but I might dabble.
Mats, they reckon. They reckon Mats and Calais. People go to Mats and Calais because there's lettuce on it.
Right.
And you're trying to dabble a wee
And
bit
much
with a bit
extra
of
is it for the lettuce?
wet or dry.
Dry.
You know, don't even know much it is for the chicken box. Walking into a Chinese and asking for a chicken box. There's one more thing that's far more embarrassing,
Wow.
and I know a man that does it consistently. He walks into a Chinese and
Sausage supper.
asks for a naked chicken ball special.
Oh, naked one.
No matter.
I know, but who? Name and shame.
Paddy,
Paddy,
PT,
come on, Pat.
PT Pat.
I'll take batter. It's rice and a curry, I don't think.
He doesn't do rice and curry, so he asked for it naked.
Why
Just
don't you
chips and
just?
chicken balls.
Why don't you just get the boiled rice?
I don't need it.
He doesn't
No,
like
you
rice.
don't like rice. Well, fair enough.
Aye, all rice.
What's nice in ruins?
Rice and all.
Oh, what's nice in ruins?
Not a chicken box.
A steak. And it comes in a silver container with gravy and peas.
Come on, hey,
Swear to God.
get yourself down the butcher's.
The only way I can believe that is because my ma used to eat steaks out of Mandarin Palace.
Aye.
Mandarin Palace, but that was a restaurant.
That's
It's not-
mad. I don't
So
know what
nice
to.
steak.
Aye.
Onions, gravy and peas. And it comes in a...
And Rimmons,
Swear to
a
God.
steak.
Beautiful.
There
I
you
swear
are.
to God.
Where's this?
Next time you want a big steak, Rimmons. Rimmons, you're getting a good shout out.
I was just getting it fair.
You know what
That's-
I mean?
Bulk up on steaks this week.
Hey, Rimmon, get that steak some.
Kevin owns it now.
No, that's
Yeah,
good.
Sushi and everything.
They do sushi.
Sushi and everything.
What the fuck does Rimmons not
They
do?
do.
Does anybody out there know what Rimmons doesn't do?
Happy Meals, pizzas, they do it all.
They do,
That's
hey. They do.
out the back door and then and the
They're
car
actually
drive
giving-
up and get a Happy Meal.
They're actually giving out toys as well now with the kids' meals.
Oh, back like kids with you. Which ones were telling you?
So wrong, hey. So wrong.
So wrong, it's right.
So wrong, it's good.
Chinese around them.
And then, hey. I
I'm
used
not
to be
an Indian fan.
Chinese, but
I'm
it's
not an
I
Indian
kind of
fan.
switched to.
I don't know what they ask for.
That was my problem. So.
What do you go for?
I don't know what they ask for.
Hey, it's fair. I think most people are. Like
After you
that,
go
you know,
on and you ask for an Indian
well,
curry,
no,
you
see.
just say it's called curry,
Aye.
don't you?
just they want it mild or hot. You know, that's what it'll be like.
Just say my cousin was in India and he was looking for a curry, they called it.
You could do that.
Over there they were calling it a curry, but
Uh,
I don't know what you call it
you
here.
could do that. What's a crack with Chinese tattoos, you know?
Nobody knows.
Do you have any? Do you have
Nobody.
any?
No, but I
What?
seen a thing the
You
other
can't
day,
get
right?
them.
I seen a thing the
Can you
other
eat
day,
them?
right? It's like a Chinese man, and he said, "This is what it looks like looking at people with Chinese tattoos," and it was just like, "Hello here." Do you know what I mean? It's mad, like when you think about it like that. Imagine just a big hello here, like, and it's just a big Chinese symbol, like. There is people
the-
munching away online now,
Aye.
videoing themselves. What was that?
Huh? Reviewing sausage rolls.
No way. Where?
Great.
I was thinking Greg's in my head there now. So we have a review man here, like, does it? You know,
Aye.
but we'll see now. I want to see it. I want to see your
I want to
review
see the review.
on a
Can we watch
sausage roll.
it here?
Can we watch it?
Do you know how to make a sausage roll? I know Kel's a chef, he'd know, but do you know how to make a sausage roll? You push it.
Well, the reviews of this, what do you think about the reviews of this? What do you think they're legitimate or is it clearly a pile of shit? Because it's clearly a pile of
See,
shit.
to be fair,
They're probably getting a free meal out of it. I would definitely
but-
back it up for a free munch.
see your man, your man that was up in the key, he couldn't have been getting that meal free because he wrapped into that fucking spice bag. He couldn't say anything worse about it. He taking his free meal and he bits into them.
Did he get wrapped in?
Oh, he got wrapped in. The worst thing I've ever tasted.
Oh, no way.
Out of beaters.
Aye,
The eaters,
up there
aye.
in the key,
So
yeah.
your man goes up into KFC and eats a spice bag out of KFC. He must have a wee tibble in his back pocket because he pops out this tibble. He sits down, he starts eating, and he's like, "They call this a spice bag." He's eating away. He's like, no, I wouldn't. No,
Banging.
nobody eat out of here. But everyone, it was trending then. Everyone went for a spice bag. Selfies, I have the worst spice bag ever and all. So they made.
That's brilliant.
So I don't know, was it a marketing ploy where he says, rip on this?
Aye.
But your man's obviously honest because Kieran owns a Jack and Potato Bar.
Aye.
He actually messaged him and says, can you come down, review, and let us know what you think of your
Aye.
food? Your man says, I don't go to places where I'm asked to. I'll just kind of pop up and stuff like that there. Says, I don't take payment, don't schedule times on or nothing. So
Just as a random.
he
just,
was genuine enough with him. But I've never tried his chicken box spud yet. You see that? Chicken box spud?
no, I would probably try it, though, to be fair. Like.
I probably would too.
I
Yeah.
would dabble.
I would
I would definitely dabble.
You like a spud? Kieran's Jack and
Chicken
Potato Bar.
box spud.
Chicken box spud.
Where's that?
Pennyburn.
Chicken box spud.
Chicken box spud.
You
Yes, that's
sold
just
it.
Yeah, give me a
It's
chicken box
sold.
spud.
Give me a.
I haven't tried it, but I must.
Oh,
Must get down.
hey, one fell out there, but you could see it on my face.
That is only one wearing shorts.
Sorry.
Remember, there was a website, Rate My Poo.
Was there?
There was a
There's
website
probably an
called
app now.
Rate My.
There's probably an app. It's probably. Swipe left or right.
I can
Ah.
guarantee there's an app and you can swipe left.
It's-
I can guarantee it.
Go and check. There probably
No,
is.
it's called Rate My Poo.
Is
Go
there?
on, there's
An
one.
app?
You go on and you give it a 1 out of 10 or a 10 out of
That's
10.
falsely
Or,
talk.
you,
There. That's dirt. That's
Love this. I type on rate.
first one off.
What's this? This is charging this stuff here. So what's that say, Paddy?
Ritmypoo.com.
What's this? Redirected.
Not saying that.
What?
it's not even called Rate My
It's
Poo no more.
redirected to.
Rate My.
So whoever on that site clearly was on this one.
They're smart, hey. They know all the lads will be straight on.
Trying to be funny.
All the lads will be on for a double click.
So it
there,
says now Rate My Pussy was a right.
Aye.
So who's going to say, going to sit down tonight and read a few turds here? And they look down, fuck's sake, it's pussies! No, this isn't what I signed up for.
We're in the schedule. I'm here all week.
How disappointing. Aye. Fuck's sake,
That's a
waiting,
filter.
waiting for a 10 out of 10 turd, but no, this shite shows up.
It's a big pink turd.
This not shite shows up.
There's a meat spin one as well. Do you mind that one? Do you?
Who cares? One Rate My cup.
Oh, sick.
The shit you used to click on to be
There
an
was mad
accident
ones
years
years
ago.
ago. Rickrolled. You ever Rickrolled?
No.
No, you. One where it's just a random video and then Rick Ashley pops up there. Starts singing. Ever see
Who's
it?
Rick Ashley?
Type
Sounds
it on. Rickrolled.
Rick Ashley.
Who's
It's somebody
Rick
from
Astley?
Kid Minogue.
Well,
Never gonna kill
Do you
you.
remember that
Aye, that's wrong.
he just
He
pops
just,
up and sings
he just
that
pops
song.
up randomly. Hey. So
Can you send people these
Rickrolled,
links?
that was a thing, guy.
Was it?
Aye.
I have no
Were you-
friends that sends me, and
Have you ever been Rickrolled? That's what it is. Aye.
So like nowadays, just a woman doing orgasm noise, but back in.
Back then it was Rickrolled. Hey.
Oh, right, right.
Now it's just an orgasm. It's mad. You'd rather be Rickrolled? You would, like, you in Tesco's.